Welcome to Table for One. I'm the narrator, and in today's video, I'll be doing a solo playthrough of Trickerion. So I am going to be playing in the solo mode against the Air, the automated opponent, and for this video, I'll be playing just the base game with the Dark Alley. Let's get rolling. So I am mostly set up to play a solo game of Trickerion. I've only done this a couple times. This will be the first time on the channel, but certainly not the last. I did release rules videos today for covering the Dark Alley module from the original Trickerion game, as well as how to play the solo mode. And over the next few weeks, I will be releasing more rules videos and solo playthroughs to go through each of the expansions. So Dulgar's Academy, Dawn of Technology, and Arcane Arts. So be sure to subscribe to the channel if you don't want to miss that stuff. I'll put it all in a Trickerion playlist. And if you think that all sounds good, be sure to leave a like. So I'll be playing as the Priestess of Mysticism, so that is the spiritual school of magic. I am playing against the Red Lotus. And so I thought it only fair to let the Red Lotus be the red player. So my special ability is that when I go to the Dark Alley, I may spend one action point to take any of the pending prophecies and make it the active prophecy, discarding any active prophecy if there is one, and then replacing the empty spot at that time. So that's pretty cool. Whereas the solo special ability for the Red Lotus is each time she performs at a theater and performs one of my tricks, she gets one fame for it. And so I have chosen to start with Spirit Hand, and randomly selected for the Red Lotus, she has got Stock's Escape. And so I did set up her trick. She gets 2 of those, and she has got wood and metal on her shopping list. I need to set up a few things now. The market and roll the starting dice, and I need to get my resources. In the meantime, this is a good time while I'm doing this to say that if you enjoy this sort of content, please consider heading over to my coffee page, ko-fi, link in the description. You can support the channel for as little as $1, either one time or recurring monthly. And I'll put the names of all my recurring contributors up on the screen. This is the Table for One reserved seating. And I also have the Head of the Table Award. These are the top 10 contributors from the last 90 days at time of editing. So thank you to all of you, and I would love to see your name up on that list as well. Okay, let's roll these two one at a time, left to right, the I and the X, didn't matter. Okay, so those are set up. Now we need to roll these for blocking purposes. Okay, so Dark Alley goes like that. The theater is set up. This downtown is like this. Market, wow, a lot of open spots at the beginning. Okay, so I'm the first player. I have my 10 coins, my 1 shard, and I need to get my starting resources plus my manager resources. And I can't remember if I said this or not, but I am no Trickerion expert. Don't expect this to be a strategy video. I will probably get rocked. I tried Priestess of Mysticism the other day, and lost pretty badly. I'm going to modify what I was trying to do. I think I was trying to do, my problem was I started with the engineer and I was going really heavy on components. I started off with Spirit Hand then too, but then I was trying to get into tier 2 and grab Ghost Trap and Fishing in the Air. And that was it was too many components, and I did really poorly early on, and I couldn't afford to pay my wages. So I lost a lot of fame. It took me forever to get to the second tier of tricks. And so I never caught up. I think what I'm thinking right now is I'll start with Spirit Hand, and I think I still want to go into Fishing in the Air, but then I'm not going to bother with Ghost Trap. I think I'm going to try and get into Metamorphosis, because that one's just wild, with 10 fame, and you can set up 3 tricks on it. As an alternative, I might try Spirit Hand into, this is Pepper's Ghost? Okay, Pepper's Ghost, because it shares the costumes. Let's Let's see, and that's isn't it sure as the glass. So I don't know. That might be an alternative route where I stay within my school. That's a little bit more reliable. But what did I get for the ghost? 4 or 5. Fishing in the air is 3, 4, and a shard. Maybe that's even the better route. So we'll see. A lot of planning ahead in this game. It's a hard game. But I'll do my best. I'll play to the end. I'll have fun, but I don't know how well it's going to go. So, okay. I need to buy 2 coins worth of resources for starting, and then another 2 with the manager. So I can get 4 coins worth of resources, 2 and 2. So I've got Spirit Hand. I probably either want to get the animals and the rope, or what would be the alternative? What do I want over here? I want 3 animals and 2 rope for fishing in the air. That'll need wood. This needs cloth, glass. Okay. So I don't want to have all 4 of the basic resources. So would I be better off getting 1 animal, 1 rope, putting them both over here? Although maybe if I'm going for metamorphosis, I'll eventually have to move the animal off because I'll definitely want the costumes to be over there. So would I be better off getting rope and cloth? 2 cloth. Do 2 here, which would be 3 for now. Man, oh man. That needs multiples. Maybe I'll just start with that. I'll start with animals and rope. And I think I'm going to put the animal here and the rope here. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Oh, and then one more thing before we get going, I should probably go over these Dark Alley prophecies. So the first one here, like the next one that's going to come up, is the take coins action. Costs 1 action point in the downtown instead of 3. So honestly, with a 5 and a 6 there, that might be one that I want to use my magician ability to get here immediately and then go downtown and take both of those for 2 action points, get 11 coins. Like that sounds pretty good. The next one here is that the learn trick action at the downtown costs 1 action point. I might want that to be saved for later. And then this last one is during the performance phase, all coin yields are received as fame instead. That's pretty interesting. So those are all interesting, but we're in round 1. Let's play some Trickerion. We've rolled the dice. The initiative order is set. I'm always the first player as the human. So now it's the advertise phase. I will definitely advertise for 1 coin. So I get 2 fame. The heir, the Red Lotus, will always advertise for free and get 2 fame. So we're both at 7. We'll put our posters here. And it's the assignment phase. So I don't think I'm going to the theater. Market Road, Downtown, Workshop, Dark Alley. What am I doing? I would like to set up this trick, which means I would need some cloth. And I might also want a bunch of wood and glass and then order some other components. And so what I think I want to do is probably send my manager downtown, my magician to Market Row. I think I have more to do here. I think I'd like to buy 3 things and order as many as I can. And send my apprentice to the Dark Alley. And I'll probably start with that because if I go there, I can use this ability. I'll get some special assignment cards and then make this active. And then I'll go downtown with my manager and I'll almost certainly be second to get there. So I'll go here. I'll have 3 action points. I'll use 1 to get 6 coins. I'll get the second to re-roll the 6 die and see if I can get a 6 again. And if not, I'll use the third to gain 5 coins. And that means my magician will probably be last to Market Row if I had to guess. I might get there first. I could have 5 action points, but I'd probably have 4. I'd use 3 to purchase, 1 to order. If I had another action point, I would order something else too. And I might even spend my Trickerion shard to get another action point. So, okay, that seems like a decent plan. Let's see what the heir is going to do. Flip over this top card. It's always a setup card, the first round. And so the heir is busy. And, oh, that's interesting. Magician to the Dark Alley, okay. And downtown with their, who they have, and not an apprentice, an assistant. And, oh, the workshop, that's good. Workshop is nothing. So I will be uncontested for Market Row. And I'm not really worried about Dark Alley being contested, but I said I did need to go there first, and this is uncontested. I need to do this before this, so I guess I'll deny an action point to the opponent here by going here. So I have 1, 2, 3 action points to spend. So I'll spend 1 for my Magician ability, make this active, and then replace it with 1 drawn from a bag. I do use a Brain Bucket bag. Find that on Etsy if you like. And we get, this one. So this is anytime you set up a mechanical trick, you gain 2 fame for it. I don't really plan on going mechanical, and right now the air doesn't have any mechanical tricks, so I am just fine letting this become active next round, and I don't think it'll do anything because I'm going to have an extra action point here. So if I thought that might be bad, I had a point where I could rotate these, but I don't need to. So I've spent 1 action point on this special ability. The next one is going to be here. So I'm going to get 2 special assignment cards, and the question is really at this point in the game, do I want Downtown or do I want Market Row? It's early enough that I'm going to be needing a lot of Market Row stuff. Downtown is never bad to have though, but I think I'll go Market Row. So draw 2. The top one, or the left one, is Business Share. Whenever an opponent spends money at the Market Row this turn, after you placed this character there, those money are paid to you. That is no good in a solo game, unfortunately, because the air never spends money on resources. So what's the other one? Black Market. You may use this buy action to buy up to 3 shards instead of components. Each shard you buy this way costs 2 coins. I don't think I want to buy any shards either, but I will take this one. It's certainly the better of the 2, and I'll hold on to it, and I'll probably get an extra action point that way, which is not bad. Okay, that was 2 of my actions. I got 3 action points to spend, but I can't do that again. This costs 2. It would cost 1 to rotate these, but I already explained I don't want to rotate it, so that's going to be it for me. So next up is the air. Downtown is contested, and that's it. So they're going to go downtown. They're going to use their leftmost character, so their assistant. So I've got 2 + 2 action points. I didn't say this. I'm playing on easy mode today because my win rate on easy mode is 50%. So easy mode, downtown, what did I say, 4 action points. They get to resolve 2 dice. So they're going to start with learning a trick because they do not have at least 2 tricks of their current fame level. So they're going to level 1 trick, and of the dice available, there's only 1. It's the optical tricks. So they're going to set that to an X. They're going to get a level 1 optical trick, but they're not going to take the one that only needs 1 type of resource. So we're going to take the others, just mix them up a little, and randomly pick one. Be that one. Put this back here, and let's see what we got. They've got card manipulation. So we look, Stocks Escape is worth 0 fame for the yield. Card manipulation is worth 1. So we're going to slide Stocks Escape down, put card manipulation here, and we'll set it up. So 2 tricks on there. They're using diamonds. And this one is cloth and wood. And they've already got wood on the shopping list, but we will add cloth to the shopping list. And that was the first die they resolved. So now we're going to continue down the list. The second thing they're going to check for is a specialist. There's none available. Third, they're going to check for an apprentice. And they don't have all their apprentices yet. And they in this mode, they don't have 5 or they don't have more than 5 characters yet, so they will take an apprentice. I'm going to set this to an X, and we will place an apprentice here. They will gain that at the end of the round. So now it's my turn. I will send the manager downtown. So I've got 2 action points plus 1, 3 action points. I will use the first with this prophecy being active to go here for 1 action point and gain 6 coins. Okay, that is very helpful. I'll use my second action point to roll a die, and I'm going to roll this one. And let's see if it comes back up 6 again, because that would be great. Oh, it did. Okay, 6. Neat. So I'll use my third action point to go to the bank again. I was going to get the 5, but I'll get an extra one. I'll get 6. Set that to an X again. So I'll replace a 5 with a 10. And then here's one more. So I have a lot of coins. That's a good thing. I guess I'm a little afraid. Like I said, the last time I played, I couldn't pay my wages at the end of round 1 or 2. I don't remember. And went all the way down to 2 fame, and it was really bad. So it doesn't look like that's going to happen again now. So back to the air, we check, are there any contested places? No. So we go check the priority list from left to right, downtown, then theater, then market row, then dark alley. So he's sending our magician to the dark alley with 4 action points. And so first at the dark alley, we need to flip a coin to see if we're going to rotate these. Ooh, that's interesting. So this is the M symbol. That's going to be yes to rotate. And this DA for Dalgar's Academy, that is going to be no. Yes. Oh boy. Messing with my plans already. I like this one. And I want it to come later. I'm not going to be ready to make good use of it. So, okay. And then with the 4 action points left, according to this chart on easy mode, the air is going to gain 2 of the special assignment cards. And they don't have any yet. So they will prioritize theater first. And then they always check. They want their least amount. So it won't be theater. So their next priority is going to be downtown. So they've got 2 special assignment cards now. And so back to me, I'm going to send my magician to the market row, and I've got 5 action points to spend. And I think I wanted everything except metal. I need cloth right now. I think I'm going to need wood later. And if I do that, I'll need glass. And if I end up doing that, that would be glass. Somehow if I end up on Ghost Trap again, that'll be the same thing too, cloth, glass, wood. So I'm going to buy those 3 things for 3 action points. I'm going to buy 3 of each. So that's 9 coins. So I'm going to spend this 10 and get 1 back. So I get 3 glass, 3 wood, and 3 cloth. So that's all I'm going to need of those resources ever. All right. All right. It's kind of hard to stack this in such a way that you can tell I have 3 from directly above, but I've got 3. All right, so I've got those. I use 3 action points, and then I have 2 action points left. I can order 2 things, and so this one's a little tough, I think. So I need animals. I should order the bird. And I will need rope to get to metamorphosis. I'll eventually need costumes. I think it's early to order it. Saws. I'm not wanting to get saws, but I could pivot to that. So I think. What do I think? I will need rope for that too. Okay, I've got 2 uses for rope. I'm not going to order saws. I'll order animals and rope. And I'll order here. Do I want to spend... I could spend another action point to order costumes, but I don't think I'm going to. So that's it for my turn. Now we go back to the air workshop. They just skipped their turn. So that's it for the sending out workers part of the round. So then we go to performances. Nobody's performing. So now we are at the cleanup step. So I need to pay wages. 1, 2, 3 coins, which I have. That's good. And return characters. So here's Magician. She's got an extra apprentice now. There's her assistant. What do I have? I've got my Magician and my apprentice and my manager. Now, orders arrive. So no more wood, no more glass. I've got all I need of those. And then move the performance cards. So this one slides down. We draw the next one here. Okie dokie. And remove posters. Move the turn counter. Move the prophecies. So this one is gone. And we need to draw a new prophecy. So we get this one here. Looks like that would make this dark alley action only cost 1 action point, so you can get more of these special assignment cards for cheaper in terms of action point economy. And now we can remove our assignment cards. There were no special assignment cards to discard. And we go to the next round with rolling dice. So first it'll be the downtown dice. I'll grab the leftmost of the tricks. Spiritual, that's me, right? That's me. Ooh, no one to hire. And 6 and 5 coins at the bank again, and then we'll roll this right one. Okay. Now I need to re-roll 2 of these blocking dice, and there is not a marker under the theater's die, so I have to choose that one, and then I need to choose one more. I think it'll be the dark alley. I want to keep these 2 spaces really open again this early round. So let's re-roll these. So we get this and this, and then I need to block them from being rolled next time. All right, so that goes here, and that goes there. Now we set initiative. Our fame is tied, so we're just going to swap places. And I'll just put that poster there because the opponent always advertises for free. I'm going to do it too. I think I need to get my fame up to 16 as quick as I can. So there's 3. 3 coin. And I have 6 left. And now we're back to the assignment phase. I would like more characters. That would be good. In particular, I think I'd like an assistant. Get either another apprentice or move this one so I'm not paying the wages. But I do have everything I need to set up this trick now. I wouldn't mind setting it up and getting it in the theater, but that's a lot of assignments with the people that I've got. I've got a lot of components here, and gaining tricks is really cheap this time, so I could just grab some level 1 tricks just to be able to set them up and maybe get them out there and have them performed 1 or 2 times before replacing them later. That might help me get some fame quickly, but I know I'm going second, and downtown will almost certainly be contested and preferred. So I should expect to get the second spot on downtown, and I might go back to the market and buy some of this stuff. So if I buy from the market, I'm going to really hurting for money when I go to pay wages. So if I go downtown, maybe I should get tricks and money again. So this is 3. If I get a couple tricks, that's 4 or 5. So I can send my magician, and that would get me at least 4. I could spend a Trickerion shard to get 5. And I kind of like to have the apprentice set some stuff up, but I don't have very many action points there. And I think, actually, looking at the tricks from these 2 schools, these 2 top tricks are the only ones that I could set up right now, and neither of those is that great. What I really need is more workers. Yeah, so maybe I'll send my manager downtown with 3 action points and just get some coins and not worry about the tricks. If I do that, maybe I send my apprentice to the workshop just to set up the trick I have. And I might send my magician to the dark alley and try and get a bunch of these special assignment cards, because that would, if I had more of those, that would really help me right now. So I think I'm set. All right, let's reveal what the air is going to do. So we get rid of the existing Here's plan card, draw a new one. It's a setup card. So we've got downtown and Market Row, Dark Alley, and Theater. Okay, none of them are special assignments. The air goes first. What is contested? Dark Alley is contested and downtown is contested. Downtown is the preference. So that's where they're going. They're going to send their leftmost worker to the leftmost spot. They've got 5 action points downtown. So they're going to gain 2 things. Now they do already have 2 tricks of their current fame level, so they're going to skip that. And then there's, oh man, this is quite bad. They're not going to gain either a specialist or an apprentice because those are not there. So they're going to move on to the bank. They're going to resolve this one, and then they're going to resolve the other one for their second. They're going to get 11 coins, and that's going to leave my manager with nothing useful to do. So shoot. So here's what I'll do. I'll send the manager downtown and I'll just get some tricks, and then the opponent will go to the dark alley because it'll be contested. They may or may not rotate this. Then I'll go to the dark alley, and I will, after I've gotten my tricks, I will make this active so that I can get a bunch of these special assignments for cheap. I think that's the best I can do here. So we'll send the manager downtown, 3 action points, and learning a trick only costs 1. I'm going to do both of these, 1 each. So 1 spiritual trick, 1 escape trick, and the ones I can get are the ones on top. These are the ones I can get whatever I want. But these are the ones that can that I have the components for. So we'll put it here and here just to give me some options. So we'll mark these. Okay, I spent 2 action points. I've got technically 1 left. I could roll a die, but I don't know what the purpose of that would be. So I'm just going to leave it. And we go back to the apprentice, or not the apprentice, the heir. And the dark alley is contested. So that's where they're going next. Taking this spot here, they have 2 action points. So they will gain 1 special assignment card. First, we've got a flip. They're not rotating. Okay. And then gaining 1 assignment card. They've already got theater, and they've got downtown, so they're going for Market Row. Got 1 of those now. And that's all they do. So it comes back to me. I'm going to send my magician here. I've got 4 action points to spend. I'm going to use 1 on my special ability to toss this, replace it with this, and then draw a new one. So I'll grab the bag. And we get this. Ooh, now that one is like this, but instead of 2 influence or 2 fame for each mechanical trick, it's 2 fame for each optical trick. And the heir does have an optical trick, and I do not, so I want to watch out for that. But now this is active, so gaining additional special assignment cards only cost 1 action point each. I've got 3 action points left, so I'm going to do 1, 2, 3. I'm going to gain 3 special assignment cards, and so I definitely want a downtown. So my options are fame and fortune. You also gain fame equal to the amount of coins on the chosen die minus 1. So if you gain, say, 5 coins, you would gain 4 fame. I love that. And the other is hypnotic motivation. You immediately receive the hired person, character, whether it's an apprentice or a specialist. You may place an assignment card from your hand below it and place it during this place character's phase. Ooh, that's really cool too. This one is stronger the earlier in the game you use it. You get 1 extra round with that specialist, but fame is kind of the name of the game. Like fame is how you win. So I think I'm going to take that because I'm going to need more money too. So let's take that. That was my first card. Now I get to draw a second one. And should I do downtown again or Market Row again? I don't know that I need performance ones yet. Workshop could be helpful. Let's do Market Row. Let's see what that looks like. So on the left, barter with power. As 1 buy action, you may return a shard to the supply and receive any number of components available at the Market Row for a total money value of 4 or less without paying any money. So that's pretty good. I can spend a shard to get, say, 2 more animals. And then the other one is component sale. As 1 buy action, you may buy up to 4 components available at the Market Row in any combination. So that's kind of saving you on action points instead of saving you on money. I think barter with power is the one I want. This on the bottom, and now I can get 1 more. I feel like I should do downtown again. Those are pretty strong, and I'm sure I know I need more tricks later, so let's do downtown for my third. I have thirst for knowledge and mass recruitment. So thirst for knowledge says you may learn a trick from any category regardless of the die roll as long as it's not an X. This learn trick action costs you 1 less action point. All right, that's winning. The other is mass recruitment. If you hire an apprentice, you may pay 3 coins to hire a second one. This costs no additional action points and is independent from the die rolls. That is very cool, but I don't need that. That goes in the bottom of this one. I'm taking thirst for knowledge. That'll help me. That'll help ensure I can get the trick that I want when I want it. Okay, so I've got 2 special assignments for downtown, 2 for Market Row. I think that was good. That's it for my turn. So now we go back to the heir, who's now just going down priority order because nothing else is contested. And they're sending the assistant to Market Row. Right there. So 4 action points in Market Row. First, their shopping list has metal and cloth, which are both available. So these just go away. And then the action points are spent on, here's wood. They need wood. They're going to go in the top left spot. That was 1 action point. The other 3 action points are wasted. So they're ordering in some wood to replace cloth. It doesn't bother me. I've got the max amount of cloth anyway. So now it's back to me. I'm sending my apprentice to the workshop. Just 1 action point, so I can set up any one of these 3 tricks. But you know what? This first one is by far the best one, so I'm still setting that up. Gives me the most fame, tied for the most coins, gives me tied for the most shards, and it gives me tied for the most trick markers too. So now we go back to the heir, who's going to the theater. They're going to prioritize from right to left. They ignore this icon. They have 1 action point to spend. So according to the chart, on easy mode, they will set up 1 trick, starting with their leftmost, because that's their best yield. So this one is going to go somewhere. And first they'll prioritize any theater card where they have any trick markers. There are none. Then they'll prioritize theater cards where I have a trick marker. There's none. So then it'll just be the leftmost card. So they're going to go here, and then they're going to prioritize placing this in such a way as to get a link bonus. This is the eye, and there's no link bonus here with the eye. So they are going to play, and they'll place it right there. Then they just top left. They go left to right, top to bottom. Now, I do see they could get a link bonus if they placed it there, but the way that I understand the rules, and let me know if the comments if you disagree, but you follow the priority order to determine which theater card to place, and then you determine where to place the trick on that card. So that's the way that I understand it. Seems to be the way the rule book is written, so that's the way I'm playing it. So now it comes back to me. I've got no more workers. The heir has no more workers, so now we go to the performance phase. Nobody's performing, so we're in the cleanup phase. So we need to pay wages. So the heir has 10 coins, which on easy mode is traded in for 2 fame. Then I need to pay wages. 1, 2, 3. I've got 5 here. So here's 2 change. That was wages. Now we can return the characters. Let's see. Where's their magician? Magician, specialist, and 2 apprentices. And I have my magician, my specialist, manager, and there, my apprentice. Okay, now orders arrive. So the wood will kick out the cloth. Oh, and that wood needs to stay there. They haven't gotten it yet. Now move the performance cards. So that one slides over. We get 1 more of the Riverside Theater. Okay, remove the posters. Just slide them off. Move the turn counter. Take care of the prophecies. So this one goes away. This one's active. So now any tricks in the performance phase, their money yield is instead fame. And grab a new prophecy. Okay, so this says that the Friday slot has -1 yield for fame and coin, just like the Thursday slot. And this one does not apply to the heir. That's just for me. So I definitely don't want to see that one come out, or at least not when it would affect me. And now we can remove the assignment cards. There are no special assignment cards out this time to discard. Okie doke. And we start round 3 by rolling dice. Let me get the leftmost trick die. Oopsie. It's there. And roll. So we have optical, 5 and 3 coin at the bank, no specialist, 1 apprentice. I would like a specialist, but it seems like that's going to be hard to do. Ooh, favored type, okay. Now I need to roll these 2, downtown and market row. Here's downtown, not changed. Market row is going to be like that. And now I need to swap these. So those 2 are going to stay. Okay, think I'm probably fine with that. Now we set the initiative. I am a little bit behind, so I will be the first player. And I will advertise for 1 coin. I'll take 2 fame. Red Lotus always advertises, not Red Lotus, but the heir always advertises. So I need to pay my 1 coin. I'm down to 2 coins. Need to find a way to get some coins. So let's start assigning. And I am first. I think I want to send my magician downtown with fame and fortune. So I'll take the leftmost slot and get 3, 4, 5, and probably spend this shard for a 6th action point. And I'll gain both of those bank die. So I'll gain 8 coins. And when I do that, I'll also gain 6 fame. And that'll get me into the second tier. But then I really need to get moving on like actually getting the tricks and getting them set up and getting them on the cards. Like I feel like I'm a little bit behind on momentum. I need workers is what I really need. Maybe I'd be better off just gaining the 5 coins and 4 fame. 1, 2, 3, 4. Be 1 fame shy of the next tier. But then maybe gaining an apprentice as well so I can get more workers to like start doing stuff. I'd rather have a specialist, but I don't have a good way to get one. But I think that's how I want to start. So then what am I going to do with this specialist, with my manager? There is a small chance the heir will draw a performance card. And then they're going to prioritize the theater real hard. And I might be able to get the manager and the magician downtown if I assign a downtown card. But if I'm wrong and I draw a setup card, then the manager's just going to be completely wasted. They're not going to go anywhere this time. So this will either this will either put me way ahead or cost me the game. I think I'm going to send the manager downtown. I think the odds are against me drawing a performance card, but I really need it. This would allow me to take that second spot and get another apprentice, which would be really helpful. So it's going to be the difference between I'm rolling the dice a little bit on me gaining an extra worker versus me burning a worker's action for the whole round, which is very painful. I'm still not 100% sold on this idea. So then for my apprentice, I don't think I can have them be efficient. I don't have enough money for them to be efficient at Market Row. So I'm trying to decide if they should go to the theater and set something up, set up one of these tricks. But if a performance card is drawn, then the theater will get prioritized out from under me. I'll have to send my apprentice there and they will do nothing. So if I'm doing that, I'm kind of hedging my bet. The other thing I do is just send them to the workshop, have them set a trick up. That's not the worst thing ever. And then Dark Alley, I can always send them to Dark Alley and have them gain another special assignment card, probably for the theater. And so I think I'm going to favor the Dark Alley. This is a decision I've made, but let's go with it. Let's see what happens. It'll at least be interesting. All right, so this is the old plan card. Let's draw the next one. Come on, performance. No, I am so... I've got some words. It's not going to be good. So let's set these up. Oh, man, that was a bad gamble, and I knew it, but let's play it out. Downtown theater workshop. At least there's a workshop in there. Okay, I go first, and the only contested place is downtown, and even by going there, it will still be contested. They're going to prioritize downtown, and it's their first priority anyway, so yeah, I'm going to idle my manager. That's going to hurt, but let's go. Magician goes downtown. They've got 5 action points. I'll probably spend the shard for the 6th. I've got a couple options here. So I've got 5 base action points. And I could spend the shard to get a 6th. I could forego this ability to get a 7th. And the only reason I would do that would be to grab probably 5 coins, then re-roll the specialist die, and hope that it comes up with, I really want the assistant. If not the assistant, at least the engineer. So that would be like a 1 in 3 chance of getting something useful and then hiring. I don't know if that's a great idea. If I do use this ability, I can gain 5 coins and 4 fame, which would get me up to 15 fame. And then I could get a level 2 trick paying the difference between my current fame and the threshold in coins. And I would have 7 coins at that point. So I could spend 1 to get a level 2 trick. And I would just replace this because this one's really weak. I don't like it anyway. But then we're getting pretty deep into the mid game and I need to like start performing some tricks and getting tricks on cards and oh boy. But let's use this ability and start here. We'll get 5 coins, set that to an X, 5 coins, plus with this ability I get 4 fame, 12, 13, 14, 15, okay. And man, it is just killing me not having more workers, but I'm going to go for it. I'm going to get a trick. I need to spend 1 coin to get a level 2 trick to pay the difference in fame. And I'll go here, doing the optical, and I'm getting fishing in the air. So what do I need to perform this? I have enough rope. I need 2 more animals, and then I've got enough wood. So just swap that one out, return mind reading. It's maybe my least favorite trick. Okay, and I needed to spend this Trickerion shard as an action point. So, oh boy, that was my turn. Now the apprentice is going to go, or I keep saying that the heir is going to go, and the downtown is contested. They're taking that other spot. So they've got 3 action points downtown. That means they gain 1 action. They already have 2 tricks matching their current fame level, so they would want a specialist, then they would want an apprentice, and they'll take the apprentice. So that goes away. There's an X somewhere. There it is. They have yet another apprentice that's really bad for blocking purposes for me. So now my manager has nowhere to go. That sucks a lot. But I will send my apprentice to the dark alley where I have 2 action points. And I will use one to gain 1 of these cards. Oh boy, where do I want to gain 1? I think I need 1 for the theater. So we have street performance. Instead of moving the trick, this is on the relocate trick action. Instead of moving the trick, you may remove it from the performance card and immediately receive that trick's yields. Yield modifiers apply. Okay. And then Festival of Magic. After the performance phase, all remaining tricks are removed from the theater and their yields are paid to their owners. Yield modifiers apply. You know what? I've gotten this one I've used this on the last turn of the game before, and that is very helpful for me because the solo opponent scores all their yields that are left out there anyway, but that allows me to place a bunch of tricks at the end and still get the yield. So I'll take that. That's a really good one. All right, so I've used 1 action point. I don't have enough action points to do that action again. I could rotate these, or I could use my special ability, and I will use the special ability to just remove that, replace it with this Friday one, since it doesn't affect me at all right now. I would like to replace it with this one, giving fame for optical tricks, but I'm pretty sure the heir is going to play some optical tricks, and I don't want to give them the fame. At least in a future round, I could get fame for it now too. So I'll leave that one there and just replace this with something else. What is this? Ooh, each time you receive 1 or more shards, you also receive 1 additional one. That's pretty interesting. So, okay, that was my turn. Back to the heir. Still has all these workers left. Goodness gracious. Nothing else is contested at this point, so they're going to prioritize downtown. Nothing. Then they're going to prioritize the theater, so that's going to be this one. They're going to prioritize Sunday and then move. They ignore the modifier, so they've got 1 action point. They will set up 1 trick. They will start with this trick, and then they will pick a theater where they already have a trick if possible, but they can't. That's the same trick. And then they'll pick a theater where I have a trick, none, and then they will pick the leftmost. So they're going to go over there. This is an optical trick, and they cannot gain any link bonuses this time, so they will place it up here. All right, back to me. I have nothing else I can do. Man, what a waste. That would have been awesome if I was right, though, but that did not work at all. So now they're going to place their magician on Market Row, and so they need wood, and wood is there. And they don't need anything else, so that's all they're going to do. And then they get to go again. It's just the workshop. That does nothing. So now we go to the performance phase. No one's performing, so now it's the end of the round. We pay wages. At least I only have to pay 1 coin this time. And we can get our workers back. Oh, that's not me. That's okay. And another apprentice here. Wow, look at all those workers. And I am yellow. Where's my magician? Right there. Now I have a special assignment card. This is spent, so it goes to the bottom of its deck. The rest of the assignment cards get cleared. And move the performance cards. This one goes away. Slide this over, and get this one here. Okay, remove the posters. Move the turn order counter into round 4. We need to take care of these prophecies now. Bonus replacing mechanical tricks. Nobody has any of those. Grab another prophecy from the bag. This one. When you spend a Trickerion shard for an action point, it gets you 2 action points. Neat. I don't have any shards, but good to know. And now we're back to rolling dice. So we'll start with the downtown. 4 and 5 coins. Got the manager and an apprentice here for hire. We have a escape type trick and an optical trick. And now we need to re-roll these 2 dice, the theater and the dark alley, and put the markers under them. So dark alley, we're going to block first and last. That's where it was. The theater, we're going to block Sunday and Friday for the next 2 rounds, for rounds 4 and 5. Sunday's got the good yields. Okay. These 2 remain how they are. Now we set the initiative order. Unfortunately, I'm a little bit ahead. So I will be the second player. And Red Lotus is going to advertise and catch up in fame. I don't think I've got the 3 coins to spend to advertise myself. So I'm not doing that. And we are back to assigning. Gosh, I need money. I need money a lot. Oh, and I can't even set this up. I need 2 more animals to set it up. And that'll cost me 4 coins. But I do have this barter with power. I think I'm going to put this on my apprentice so that they can buy up to 4 coins without paying any money. Oh, but I need a shard to do that. I need a Trickerion shard, and I don't have one. Yuck. So, okay, I'm going to hold on to that. That's a problem. I'll use this just for the extra action points. So they'll get 2 or 3 action points, and I'll just use the extras as discounts. Man, but I was gonna try and set up this trick and perform it, but I can't set it up and get it placed and place the trick and perform it. I was really hoping to perform some tricks. So I really don't feel good about this, but I think my manager is going to go to the workshop. They're going to send the magician downtown. Magician needs to be performing tricks. I need to get tricks on cards, but I think I need more workers, and I just need to prioritize that. So I am feeling very bad about this, but let's reveal where these 5 people are going to go. All right, it's a performance card, and the heir does have at least 2, or does have at least 1 trick? Yeah, at least 1 trick of its highest level. So it is ready. Ready status now. And we're going to place these. We've got theater, downtown, theater, and then a special theater card, special assignment theater card, and then dark alley. And man, I am second. So we're starting with the heir. Their priority, well, is anything contested? Downtown is contested. Market is not, dark alley is not, theater's not, so they're going to go downtown first. So they're going to take that spot. I think that's probably fine. So they've got 4 action points. They're downtown. That's 2 dice. And they have at least 2 tricks at their current fame thresholds. They're not getting tricks. They're going to specialists. They do not have a manager yet, so they will grab the manager. Okay, put this here. And then how many? They've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 characters already. So I've got too many characters. They're going to skip that for now. They're going to come here and gain 5 coins. So they get that. That was their turn. Nothing else will be contested, so I guess I might as well go downtown now as well. I have 4 action points to spend. I need to hire somebody. So I'm going to use 1 action point to re-roll this specialist die and hopefully get somebody that I could use. The assistant, yes. So I'm going to use my remaining 3 action points to get an assistant. Okay, so I'll place the assistant here, get the board at the end of the round. Okay, I feel like I should have done that like 2 rounds ago, but here we are. Now it's back to the heir. Nothing is contested, so they're going to prioritize the theater. They've got multiple people going to the theater, so they'll start from the left, leaving the magician for last, and they want to go on Thursday. So they're going here. They ignore the modifiers, so they're going to set up 1 trick. Got this one. They're going to prioritize a card that already has one of their tricks, then prioritize one that has one of mine, neither, and then leftmost. So they're going to go here. And this is a escape type trick. And can they make a link? They cannot. Well, sort of. They can not with the link, or not with the escape, but this way. So that was a level 1 trick, so they gain 1 fame. This brings them up to 16 fame, and now they don't have any level 16 tricks, so this immediately is going to shift down to busy. That is interesting, but now it's my turn, and I am sending my apprentice to the market row. I've got 2 action points, plus I am just using this special assignment card for a 3rd action point. I think, I could buy Trickerion shards with the buy action. No, I won't have enough coins for that. Man, I'm in a bad spot. Okay. I will just use the action point. I've got 3 action points to spend then. I'm going to spend 1 to get birds, and I want to get, or animals. I want to get 2 more animals, which cost 4. I'm going to bring that cost down to 2 with my 2 other action points. So then I would have 3 coins left over, which would be enough for a shard. If I instead got these 4, only used, if I didn't use that for an action point, then I couldn't use that action point. 1 would be buying this. That would just cost me 4. I'd have 1 left over to spend my 2nd action point and not be able to get the shard. Okay, just double checking. All right, so I've got 3 coins left. I've got all the animals I need. I could set up fishing in the air now. So we got 3 animals, and I've got 2 ropes because of my manager's bonus, and I've got 3 wood. So I can do that. So that's it for my apprentice. Go back to the air. Nothing is contested. We are still prioritizing the theater, and they can't switch their location at this point, so they're going to stay here on Friday. 1 action point, they can set up 1 trick. It'll be this one, and now they've got to put it here. The escape type, they get 1 link bonus if they put it there on the bottom part with the pre-printed. So that's going to get them 1 fame. And because it was this special assignment card, they've actually got 1 extra action point, but they don't have any more tricks to spend it on, so it's just lost. So back to me. I'm sending my manager to the workshop. I've got 2 action points to spend. I'm going to set up fishing in the air. So here's 3 trick markers. Now I got to get to the theater. But that's it for my turn. So now they're going to go to the dark alley. They've got 2 points. We need to flip a coin. So flip it. We are rotating. That figures because I wanted that next round. And I can still get it, but only if I go to the dark alley and use my special ability. Now with 2 action points, they'll gain 1 card. They don't have any theater cards. So that's what they're doing. That's their turn. I'm out of workers. They're going to place their magician here. They're going to perform, and all workers are placed. So we go to the performance phase. We look at Thursday first. That is the air. They're performing. So they've got 2 cards here. We check which one with link bonuses and the card bonus gets them the most fame. There's no, fame. Yeah, we'll see. So this one has 1 link bonus. This one has 1 link bonus. So in either case, it's 1 fame. So ties are broken by shards, and this one will get 1 shard and that one won't. So they're going to perform here. So I don't have any tricks there. That's too bad. So they've got their 1 link bonus and the card. All right, so the link bonus gets them 1 fame. The card gets them 1 shard. And then they perform their 2 tricks. They ignore the yield modifier. So for diamond, they get 1 fame and 1 coin and 1 shard. So another shard, another coin. And then for the spade, they get no fame, but 1 coin and 1 shard. So yeah, that's why I should be performing. What am I doing? And then these are removed and they go back here. They just stay set up all the time. Okay, that's it for the performance phase. So now it's time to pay wages. They've only got 8 coins, so nothing happens there. I've got to pay 1, 2, 3. I've only got 3. Jeez. And we return characters. So let's get all their characters over here. Look at all those. Must be nice. We don't have to pay the wages of them. So they've got a couple specialists and then more apprentices than they know what to do with. I've never seen the bot do that before, but I've only played a few times. Now I get mine back and I get to add my assistant. So let's make room for the board. These are mine. Got this stuff here. Okay, take these off. Special assignment cards are going to go away. Oops, that's not my Dark Alley card. This goes to the bottom of this deck. This goes to the bottom of this deck. And let me organize my stuff a little better. Manager goes here. Assistant goes here. Assistant goes there. Apprentice came from here. Magician goes there. Now we move the performance cards. This one is discarded. This advances. Whoopsie. Make a big mess while I do it. Okay, this advances. This one is next. And what else? We need to remove the posters and take care of the prophecies. So whenever you gain one or more Trickerion shards, gain one additional shard. That's what's active right now. And the new one, whenever you place a character, you gain one extra action point. Oh no, each character only has one base action point. Jeez Louise, that is a rough one. So all right, let's advance this Trickerion shard. We're going into round 5. I have not started playing this game yet. My goodness. Let's roll some dice. Maybe I'll be in this game before it's over. Not looking that way though. It's not going the way I imagined. This really high component early on strategy is not working out for me. I don't think I know enough about what I'm doing to try and pull that off. So now we're going to re-roll the market row die and the downtown die. Probably have room for this here. So market row is like this. Downtown is unchanged. Set initiative order. I am behind now, so I am first player. And then it's the advertise step, but I don't have any coins. That hurts. So I don't advertise. The air does. It's getting away from me. I need to make this a big turn. So we're in the assignment phase. And I don't think I'm going to prioritize this, but I'm not feeling like I'm going to get to level 36 very quickly. So I might need to abandon any idea of getting Metamorphosis, although that would still be super strong. So I could, if I had it, I have the components to set up Ghost Trap, and that is my preferred type. So I could, in theory, get Ghost Trap now, this round. I don't know if that's a good idea, but if I could spam Ghost Trap and Fishing in the Air out there a bunch of times, that could be helpful. I just get rid of Barricaded Barrels. Otherwise, it could be kind of a safe action for me to send my apprentice here to just set up Barricaded Barrels and send both my manager and my assistant backstage and perform this time. And I'm going first, so I can prioritize getting Saturday, so my yields are not affected. Then again, I've got 3 tricks here and 2 here. So even if I send them both, I'm just going to place 2 of these and 2 of these. I would never even get to this. There's no reason to set it up. So what I might do is do all my theater stuff, and then at the very end, after I've done my theater stuff, send my apprentice to the dark alley, gain another one of these special assignment cards, and use my other action point to make this active, so that it doesn't come back to haunt me later. Then again, if I perform, and likely the air will perform, I should be getting Trickerion shards, and I would like to get the extra shards. That would be very helpful. In the off chance I can get enough fame to get that Metamorphosis trick, I'm going to need to buy some expensive stuff, which means I'll need this card here, this Barter with Power, and that's going to cost me a shard. And I don't have to worry too much about learning a trick from a category I want, because I've got this card here. So, the other thing I could do then is I could send one of these 2 to the theater, set up some tricks, and maybe I'd have them set up Spirit Hand twice, then send the apprentice here and make this active so that optical tricks are worth extra fame, and then send the other one to set up my 2 optical tricks and gain some extra fame that way. There's a chance that the heir will set up this optical trick and gain some fame, but I should gain more. I should net more. So I think that's what I want to do. That's what I'll do. Okay, so you're going to the dark alley. Oh, I don't have enough theater cards to also perform. Because I want them both to go backstage and I want to perform, which means I would have to use this card now, and that is so much better if I use it later. But if I'm going to use it, I'll use it on somebody who's setting up tricks, so I can, maybe instead of that, maybe I'll just get the extra point and set up one more trick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could put fishing in the air on all 3 of those cards, and that'll get me a lot of fame. So, okay, that's what I'm going to do. I'm sticking with that. That seems like a decent plan. Flip this over. So it is a performance card, so we're going to start here. And we've got 2 theater cards, 1, 2, and then a special assignment theater card, and a downtown card, and a dark alley card. Then we check. It is a performance card, but do they have at least 1 trick of their highest level? No, they're at level 2 now. So this is going to come back down to here. They're going to prioritize that downtown. I get to go first, and the dark alley spots are equal. I don't care if I go first or second there. So I will happily send my assistant to this spot here. I'll claim Saturday for myself, and I will set up 2 tricks, and they will both be this spirit type trick. And I could get a link bonus there, but I want to leave that open because I'm going to place 3 fishing in the air, so I need to leave that spot. So I'm going to put this here and gain a link bonus. That is a level 1 trick. So I'm at 16 fame, and I'll put the other one, I just suppose up there, get another 1 fame for that link bonus. So, okay, no surprises. The theater is not contested. Well, I guess the theater is contested according to the rules, but I don't know if that makes any sense. Let's see. A location is contested as long as both you and the heir have at least 1 available character assigned but not yet placed to that location. I have a character assigned but not yet placed at the theater, and so do they. And that's not even including magicians. And then it says, exception, the theater is not contested if either you or the heir only has the magician left assigned but not yet placed. So yeah, the theater is still contested. So they're going to go left or right, skipping the magician in this case. I guess it makes sense because they want to place their tricks. That's what they're competing with me. Not over the actual space, but getting the locations for their tricks. So we ignore the modifier. They just have 2 action points, so they're going to place 2 tricks. 1, 2. This one is an optical trick. And they can't put any on this card. They've already got both of those. So either of these cards are going to prioritize this card, and they can get a link bonus by going, by going here. So that is a level 1 trick. So they get 1 fame. And then this one, they're going to prioritize that card. This is a escape type trick, and they can get a link bonus there. So that's another 1 fame for that one. So that's fine. My turn next. Dark Alley is where I'm going. And that's good. They've already set up their tricks, and I haven't done my opticals yet. So I'm going to use 1 action point on my special ability. Get rid of that, although, man, I'm going to lose some cards, or some shards. But I need the fame, and this is about fame. So I'm going to make this one active. That goes away, and now need to replace that. So draw from the bag. What in the world am I looking at here? Oh, here we go, that way. So this one is Thursday and Sunday have no yield modifiers. They still have the backstage modifiers, though, so that is super interesting. I would like to, if that were active, I'd like to go on Thursday, get the extra modifiers back there, and then not lose the yield. So, okay, interesting. Anyway, this one's active now, and I still have 1 action point left to spend. I'm going to use that here somewhere. I think I've just spent my last performance one, so let me get another performance one. So I've got guest performer and buying time. Guest performer says you may set up the trick even if the performance card has no free slots. Place the trick on an unused area anywhere on the card. This trick is considered part of the performance. That's kind of cool. I can imagine that being real helpful in a 4-player game. And this one is buying time. After setting up the trick, you may switch the position of 2 performance cards and receive 3 coins. I'll take that one. I don't know if I'll use the ability, but it's still good to have the extra action point. And even just the extra card, frankly, having 3 theater cards is clearly important. So that was all of my actions. Now we go back here, and the theater is still contested. So they're going to go with this card, or with this person here. Oh, wait a minute, though, because they have nothing they can place. And the booklet says, if sending a non-magician character would result in 0 tricks being placed on performances, ignore the assignment and immediately send a different character instead. And then reevaluate this the next time a character needs to be sent out. And that makes a lot of sense. So this is coming back. So they're going to ignore that, and instead their next priority is to go downtown. So they will send this apprentice downtown. They've got 3 action points. So they'll resolve one of these, and they'll do the leftmost, and that is their preferred type, which is escape. So they're going to gain a level 2 trick, which they can then set up and then place next time. So these are going to slide down. They need a level 2 escape trick. So we need to get all 4 of those and shuffle them. And they're getting Wolf Cage. Okay. The rest of these go back. Did I do that right? Yep. This goes back. Wolf Cage goes here. We set it up immediately. So this one will have a heart. It gets 1 trick on it. And this one needs, looks like petroleum and animals and metal. So all of those are going to the shopping list. Okay, that's it for that turn. Yeah, that was a logical move, but at least my stuff's making sense too. So I'm going to go here, and I'll use this for a 3rd action point and set up 3 tricks. So I'm going to set up this fishing in the air on all 3 cards, and this is a optical type. So I get 2 fame each time I set up an optical type. And if I go to the book here, it specifically says, you immediately receive 2 fame when you set up an optical trick. So I think I'm setting up this trick 3 times. I think I get 2 fame each. That makes sense to me. So optical type, no link bonus here, but I can get a link bonus by doing this way. So it's inside that circle, but that's a link, and this is a level 2 trick. So I'll do 2 fame. And then again, this is an optical type trick, and I will put it here. And I get a link bonus with a shard. So 1, 2, plus a shard. So that's helpful. And then I just set up 3 optical tricks. So that's 2 fame each. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, back to the air. Nothing is contested anymore, so they want to go downtown. They've done that. Then they want to go to the theater. So they're going to go here with 1, 2, 3 action points. Easy mode, that means set up 2 tricks. They've only got 1 trick, though, 1 trick marker. So they'll set this up where they have tricks are both filled. So they'll go where I have tricks. What do I say? This is the escape type. And they cannot get a link bonus there. So they're just going to go in the top corner. And it was not optical. They don't get that bonus. And that's it for their action points. I'm not out of people. I can place my magician. Okay, back over here. They can go to the dark alley. We need to flip a coin, see if they rotate the prophecies. No, they don't. And then with their 2 action points, they will gain 1 card. And they don't have a performance one, so they'll gain another one of those. All right. Now I'm out of people, so they're just going to send their magician. And that's it. Now it is time for the performance phase. And we're both performing, finally, in round 5. So they get to pick first. We look at link bonuses and the card bonus. and prioritize on fame and then shards and then money and then left to right. So link bonuses here. There's one. This one has 2. And this one has 1, 2, 3. So that's 1, 2, and 3 fame, plus the card bonus is another 4. 5 fame, that's money, that's money. They're going to do that one. So link bonuses and the card is going to get them 5 fame. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now we perform all the tricks. So we'll just go in reading order. Mine here is first. That's going to get me, I have no modifier, 2 fame and 1 coin and 1 shard. I'm going to need those coins. I got to pay people. And then my fishing in the air trick, 3 fame, 1, 2, 3, 4. Why did I go 4? 3 fame and 4 coins. So that gets me up to 5 coins and another shard. And then there are club tricks. That's 0 fame, 1 coin, and 1 shard. And then their diamond trick, 1 fame, 1 coin, and a shard. That is going to be coin number 10. So let me just make a 10 out of that right now. And here's the shard as well. All right, so that card is performed. Now we can clear my markers completely. Those go away, whereas these two go to the tricks that they came from. Everything is so slidey. Okay, so that was the end of the performance for the air. I'm playing on easy, so I don't get any backstage bonus. My turn is next. I think I'm going to perform that card. I'm just going to let that one fall off, which is kind of sad that I'm going to lose that. But they're going to perform these either way. Well, I don't know. Maybe that's a reason that I should do that one. Because when a card falls off with the air's tricks on it, they get the yields. Minus, I guess there's a minus 1 fame and 1 coin each. So that's maybe not as bad as I thought then. Actually, that's just going to get them 2 shards. Okay, I don't care about that then. I'll let that fall off. I'm going to perform this one. So there's 2 link bonuses. That gets me 2 fame. And the bottom of the card itself gets me 3 coins. Okay, and now I perform all the tricks. We'll start at the top left. It's the heart. This one, 3 fame. 1, 2, 3. 3 coins and a shard. All right. And then my trick, fishing in the air, gets me 3 fame. 1, 2, 3. So I'm into that tier 3. 4 coins. So why don't I just take this 1 and make a 5. And a shard. So here's another shard. And then my spade, or that's a club. My club trick, 2 fame. And 1 coin and 1 shard. Here's a coin. Here's a shard. This is good. And then I do get my backstage bonuses. So I've got an assistant back there. I get 2 fame. And I've got a manager back there, which gets me 3 coins. And look at that. All of a sudden, I'm doing just fine. Go figure. You perform a bunch of your tricks, and that's what happens. So we can clear this now. This one gets set up again, which is too bad because that's a strong one. These go away. And that's the end of the performance phase. So now we need to pay wages. There's $10 left over here on the air, so that goes away. They gain 2 fame for that, up to 34. I have to pay 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's get rid of a 5. And now we can return the characters. So here's my magician, my specialists, manager, assistant. I've got an apprentice somewhere who, when I go to the workshop, certainly next time, because I've got to set some stuff up, I will move them over to here and save me the wages. Let's see. We've got magician, a couple of specialists, manager and assistant as well, and then a couple of apprentices. Now what? We have to move the performance cards. So this one falls off. This goes away. Kind of a bummer, but not totally wasted. Because I still got the 2 fame from the prophecy. This card goes away, and then the air gets these back, and they're performed at a -1 yield, fame and yield. So this one is normally the yield is -1 fame and -1 coin. So this one's normally 1 fame, 1 coin, and a shard, and the other is normally 0 fame, a coin, and a shard. So we're just getting the 2 shards, and then these get set up again. Okay, this shifts down, this shifts down. Draw one of these, one of the real nice ones. Okie doke. We'll remove the posters. And I need to take care of the prophecies now. So now when a shard is spent, you get 2 action points for it instead of 1. And let's get a new one. What does that one do? Oh, when you gain a new character, the action point cost is only 1. That one's pretty weak at this point in the game, but would have been super strong at the beginning. So now let's get rid of assignment cards. There's a couple special assignment cards out. These are going back to the deck. All these standard assignment cards just get set to the side. And we are ready to move the Trickerion Stone onto round 6. We're moving along, going into round 6. Let's roll some dice. All right, so we've got an optical trick. We've got no money at the bank. No specialist, but there is an apprentice to be gained. And I need to roll this one. And escape type trick. Oh, and then we got to re-roll these. These will be pretty crucial. And let's get the markers. So dark alley looks like that. And this is going to be exactly where it was, not changing. All right. So it won't change next time either. So that Sunday yield is just never going to be available. Now we need to set initiative, and I am ahead. So we're going to swap, advertise. Red Lotus will definitely advertise. 2 more fame. That gets her to level 36. She's right behind me. Should I advertise for 3 coins? I think no. I think I'm not going to, because now that I'm at this next tier, and since there's 2 rounds left, I think I do want to go for that level 3 trick with all the costumes. Was it Metamorphosis? Man, oh man, because that is 10 fame every time it's performed. That's huge. So yeah, I would like to get that. And if I want to get that, that means I got to buy a lot of costumes. That'll be expensive. Do I have enough? I don't have enough rope either. I need 1 more rope. So I'm going to be spending some money. So I'm not going to spend money on fame points right now. Luckily, I've got lots of shards and they're worth extra this time. So it is the assignment phase. So yeah, if I want to get that level 3 trick, which is of my type, it's the spirit trick. That's not one of the die that's available, but this card can do it. Thirst for Knowledge. You may learn a trick from any category regardless of the die as long as it's not an X. And the learn trick action costs you 1 less. So I definitely want to play that. I've got to go to the market as well and buy a bunch of stuff. But this only lets me gain stuff from Market Row, which is this. This is the order area. So if I order in that costume, it won't be here in time. Even if I quick order it, that's not part of the Market Row. So this says, as one buy action, which is this, you may return a Trickerion shard to the supply and receive any number of components available at the Market Row for a total money value of 4 or less without paying any money. So I can use that, but it would just get me the 1 rope I need. I would have to buy the costumes with money, and that's going to cost me 9, or no, I only need to buy 2, so that's 6. I can quick order it, and then each one will cost me 1 extra, 7, 8. So it'll be very expensive, but I can quick order costumes to here and buy them and use this to get that. So that's going to cost me 1, 2, 3 total action points. So I can safely send either of my specialists to do that. I won't lose the spot. Who needs to do this? Does this only cost, oh, it costs me 1 less. So I could send the apprentice to do this, send either specialist to do that, send the other specialist probably to the workshop to set up some of these tricks. This one is 2 to set up. What is the new one? What is Metamorphosis to set up? That would cost 3 to set up. Yikes. Oh, and I've only got 1 workshop card. I was going to say maybe I send a specialist and my magician to just set up everything I can and try and knock it out next turn. Ooh, those shards are worth more this time, so I could send the magician to the workshop and set up that new trick plus fishing in the air for the cost of 1 shard, and then that's pretty strong. And if I do that, maybe I send my assistant backstage to just set up a couple of those tricks for next time, and maybe I'm lucky and one of them gets performed this time too. So I think that's as good a plan as any. That's how I'm going to set it up. All right, let's replace this card with the next card from the Heirs Plan deck. It's a performance card, but do they have at least 1 trick of their current fame level? They do not, so it's going to end up sliding down here. They are busy right now, but we're going to put, let's see, a theater card, a downtown card, a dark alley card, another theater card, and then a special theater card, which they have. That's how that's going to be. And they're going first. So what's contested? The theater is contested. Downtown is contested. Their priority is downtown. So they're going to do this first. And they'll go downtown with 4 action points. So they're going to resolve 2 dice. So first, do they have fewer than 2 tricks of their current fame level? Yes. So they're going to get a new trick. Slide this down. And they're going to use the die on the left, which is optical. They're going to gain an optical trick of the highest level. None of these are the one I'm going for, so that's okay. This one, Stairs of Water. That is a good one. Played with that before, really liked it. So we're going to set that up with 3 tricks on it. And what are the components now that I can't see them and everything's sliding around? They need mirrors. They need cogs. They need petroleum. That's already on their list. And they need glass. This is a big list now. Yikes. So that was the first thing they're doing. Second thing, they're not grabbing a specialist. They're not going to grab an assistant. There's no bank, back to the assistant. They can technically get one, so they're going to gain an assistant. And so they've got everybody but the engineer right now. I've never seen that happen in my admittedly pretty limited experience playing the solo mode of Trickerion. It is my turn now, and I'm going to start with my apprentice. The only place contested is the theater. They're going to prioritize this spot. That's fine. My yield will be low if they happen to perform one of my tricks, but I'll get to place an extra one, so I guess it's fine. So I will use the ability with my 2 action points. I may learn a trick from any category regardless of the die, as long as it's not an X, and this action costs 1 action point less. So it only costs me 2. So I'm going to use this die. Pick any category I want. Now I'll make it an X. Go to my preferred category. And at the back here, Metamorphosis. Boy, oh boy. That's pretty exciting. And I need to get rid of something, and it'll be Barricaded Barrels. I think that did get performed at some point, so it wasn't totally a waste, I don't think. So that goes back. We've got this now. Love that. That's why I'll put a heart on it, because I love it. So as far as components go, I need 1 more rope and then 3 costumes. I didn't have to do that first. I could have, I guess, gone to the market first, but those both had to go before the workshop, and I want the workshop to go before the theater. So let's go back over here. Nothing. Oh, the theater is contested, so they'll go to the theater with their leftmost, who's not a magician, and they're going to want the. Let me check this. They have at least 1 trick now of their highest type, so they're actually going to slide this up. And now let's check the priorities. So they're going to prioritize the theater anyway, but they're going to go leftmost spot. That's fine. Not a big deal to me, I don't think. So they've got, ignore this, they've got 1 action point. They'll set up 1 trick. That will be this one. And then all things being equal, they will go as far left as they can. And then what type of trick is this? An optical trick. They can get a link bonus there. That's 3 fame. 1, 2, 3. My turn now. I'm going to Market Row. I've got 3 action points. I'm going to use 2 action points to quick order costumes. Oh, and that makes this part of market row now. So I'm going to use my last. Ooh, I'm going to need an extra action point. Okay, that's fine. I'll use another action point to buy, and then I've got to spend a shard, and I'll waste one. So that shard with this and this, that's really 5 action points. I use 2, 3, 4 to buy rope and costumes, and the 5th one, I guess I'll use as a 1 coin discount at the end. So this costs 1, 2, 3, 4 each. I need 8. Plus I need a rope, which is 2. I get a 1 coin discount, but then also, before I do that, barter with power. As one buy action, you may return a Trickerion shard to the supply and receive any number of components available at the market row for a total value of 4 or less without paying any coins. So maybe, all right, so I've used, what's going on here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 action points. I've spent 2 action points. All right, let's use other shards to help me keep track of this because I'm going to forget. I'll put them way over here. I've got 5 action points. There's 5 shards there. Spent 2 to get the costume. That's why this is spent, was for action points. I'll use this ability, spend a shard to take the buy action and get up to a coin value of 4 or less without paying any coins. I'm going to get one of those, because that's part of the market row now. That's 4 coin value without having to pay for it. So that was a buy action. I'll use another buy action to get another one of these, which will cost me 4. So now I've got 3 costumes because it's on the manager spot. And then I will use my last buy action to buy 1 rope, which costs 2. So I need a rope. All right. So now I've got 3 ropes and 3 costumes, which I need for this. And I've got 3 cloth and 3 glass already. So now I can set up Metamorphosis. Awesome. So what did that actually cost me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 coins and 2 shards. I think that was a pretty good deal. It was a little complicated, but got it done. All right, back to here. Theater is still technically contested, so they're going to the theater. Going here, they've got 1 plus 1, so they've got 2. They're setting up 2 tricks. It's going to be 2 of these. And this is, again, an optical trick. So, can I get can't put on that card. Can I get a link bonus here? Yes. Right there. So that is worth 3. 1, 2, 3 takes the lead. And on this one, cannot get a link bonus, so it'll just go here. All right, my turn now. I'm going to send my magician to the workshop. I've got 3 action points. I will spend a shard. With this, I have 5 action points now. If I had an extra one, I would move this this apprentice over here, but it's just not going to happen. So I'm not using this ability. I probably would have been better off with an engineer. But with my 5 action points, I could put 3 tricks on Metamorphosis and 3 on Fishing in the Air. So that looks pretty nice. And now we go back to the air, who's going to go to the dark alley with 4 action points. Let's flip that coin, see if these prophecies get rotated. No, they don't. And then with 4 action points, they're grabbing 2 cards. They'll get one of these because they don't have any. And what's the one type they don't have? Workshop. So they're grabbing Workshop. Okay. And now back to me. So I'm going to send my assistant backstage. I've got 2 action points. So I'm going to set up 2 tricks. Let me think about how I set these up and where they're going to perform. Let me figure out where they're going to perform and if my setup has any bearing on that, because I'll put Metamorphosis on this card if it'll get performed now, and then hopefully the other 2 copies will both get performed next time, but I won't put it there if it's just going to fall off. So let's see. This is a spiritual type. Can I get a link bonus? I can. So I can do that. So this card would have a link bonus, which would be 1 fame, and then it's just coins. If I put it on this one, there's already a link bonus there. So that one's worth 3 fame. So they're going to perform that one. They won't perform this. They'll do that one. If I put it on the last one, just out of curiosity, I can get at least 1. I can get 1 link bonus here. So that would get me 3 fame. Oh, and then that would make that worth, this would have 1, 2, 3, 4 fame. So these would both be worth 4 fame, but this one's also a shard. So I could put it there and it'll get performed as well. So all things being equal, if I put it on either of these places, the air will prefer to perform there because they'll also get a shard. Although I can do fishing in the air as well. Can I put these together and get this performed? Fishing in the air is the eye. It's the optical. And this one's a spiritual. So I can get a link bonus there and a link bonus there. And then this one would have 1, 2 link bonuses. So it'd be 2 fame and 3 coins. But this one would still be 3 fame. This one would still be 3 fame and a shard. Okay. So I guess I'll set up here. So they'll get 1 fewer shard. So how do I want to put these? I keep forgetting which is which. This one can go like that and get a link bonus. Man, I'd rather get... Is there any way I can get a link bonus with the shard for me? How could I pull that off? I don't think so, because optical and spiritual are opposite sides of each other. So that's just not the way these circles are going to work out. I'm only getting a max of 1 link bonus here, so I might as well do it with the one that's worth more with metamorphosis. So like this. That gets me a link bonus. I get 1, 2, 3 fame. And this one can just go anywhere. And it's optical. Yeah, there's just no way to get another link bonus, unfortunately. Okay, well, I'll do that. Doesn't really matter. At least it'll get performed. Okay, that was a lot of thinking. So now it is the air's turn, and they're just going to place their magician. We go to the performance phase. We've kind of already figured out it's going to be this one because there's 1, 2 link bonuses. So that's 2 fame. Plus this is another 2 fame. So this card is worth the most fame between link bonuses and the card value itself. So they'll get the 1, 2, 4 fame. 1, 2, 3, 4, and perform all 3 tricks. So we'll start with this one. That is Metamorphosis. I gained 10 fame. That's wild. What am I on? 44. So I go up to 54. And I also gain 4 coins. There's 4 coins. And then for the diamond, fishing in the air, 3 fame. 1, 2, 3. And 4 coins. So here's a 5, take 1 back. And I get a shard. Okay. And now the spade, that is this one, Stairs of Water. That is 5 fame. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 4 coins and 2 shards. Here's 2 shards. 4 coins makes 7 coins total. So there's 7. And that's all they get. So now we're going to clear this. This will go back. This is set up again. And these 2 go away. I think that's fine. And that's it for performances. Man, I thought I was in such miserable shape, but I think I've got this pretty locked in now going into the last round. So let's clean up this round. So we need to pay wages. They don't have 10 coins. I need to pay 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here's 5. And return characters. This goes here. These are both apprentices. Specialist. And then I have, here's my assistant, my magician, my manager, and my apprentice. Okay, we can discard these special assignment cards. That goes there, this goes here, and this one goes in the stack. What's next? This goes away. We move the performance cards. This one falls off. So this trick, Stairs of Water, gets performed again at a 1 fame and 1 coin discount. So it's going to be 4 fame, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 3 coins, which will get up to 10 for next time, and 2 more shards. Yeah, that is a lot of shards. Then we will slide this down, slide this over, get the last performance card. Okay. Ooh, look at that. 4 fame. I want that one. We need to remove the posters. and swap the prophecy. This one comes in, draw a new one. So there's no modifiers for yields for Thursday and Sunday currently. So that means I can go take that Thursday spot and get my full yield with the extras. Otherwise, if I wanted to use my special ability to bring this new one into play, it is saying you have to pay 3 coins to use the +2 action point slots at the downtown, Market Row, and Dark Alley. So it means like these spots. You got to pay 3 coins to be able to go there. I don't think I'll be doing that. I think I'll leave that one. I think I'm pretty happy with it. So now we can discard the standard assignment cards here. Come on. And we're getting to the end. So I'm going to move this Trickerion stone here. We are at round 7, the final round. So I'm going to take a quick break and then we'll be right back. Here we go. All right, I'm back. I was just bumping up against the maximum file size for the audio file, so I had to stop real quick and restart it. But we're going into round 7. We need to roll some dice. Look at that, all X's. How'd that happen? All right, we've got 4 coins and an X at the bank. We've got an assistant and an apprentice available to hire, an escape type trick, and an X. I've got all the tricks I need. And now we need to re-roll downtown and the Market Row. Don't really need to move the little markers under them because there's not going to be another round. So now we set initiative, and I am slightly ahead, so I am still going to be in that last spot. Now we do advertising. Red Lotus will advertise. She will catch up to me. That's annoying. Should I advertise for 3 coins? I don't know that I need coins for anything else at this point. So I guess I will. What else would I need coins for? I got to pay my people at the end. And this trick gives me an endgame bonus. For every 3 coins I have at the end, I gain 1 fame, but I can spend those 3 coins now and get 2 fame. So I'll still have this 5 left over, and that's enough to pay my wages. So I think like everything else I'm going to be doing is at the theater at this point. So yeah, let's spend the coins. Can't think of what I would use that for. 1, 2, 3. So it's 60 to 57. And I am, just remembering that I didn't do this like any of the times it happened. She should gain 1 fame each time she performed one of my tricks. I know last round she performed my tricks twice. Hold on, let's roll it back a second. She just did that. She advertised. I advertised. And advertising gets me the 2. What did I do? Now I've really messed it up. Where were we? I know we were 2 apart. Well, just 55, 57 seems good to me. She performed 2 of my tricks last time. She should get 2 fame for that. Did she perform any of my tricks before this? Like before round 6? It would have had to have been round 5. I don't think I had any tricks out in round 4. I'm sure she did. I think it's at least 1. Now that I think about it, I think it was 2. I think it was 2 tricks on the same card. I think she gets 2 more points. But at a minimum, she should be here, which means this is before advertising. When we set our initiative, we're tied, so we should switch. Then we would advertise. And I'm certain she performed other tricks. She should be a little further ahead. So I'm definitely the first player, but she still advertises for free. I still spent my 3 coins. I'll advertise as well. And I can't remember how many bonus points she should have. It's at least 2. So I'll double it. I'll give her 4 bonus points now that we've settled that. 1, 2, 3, 4. That seems more than fair because I can't remember. So who knows what kind of shenanigans that was. Hopefully the final score has a differential of more than 4. Otherwise, I guess I'll just work it out in post. So now that we've advertised, we need to go to the assignment phase. And I'm glad I still have one of these. I didn't even think about that. What is this buying time? I guess I should probably use that ability. I'm going to the theater for sure 3 times. And probably like that and put them backstage. That makes sense. So what do I want to do with my apprentice? Is there anything of value? I probably want to go to the dark alley and probably do whatever I can to get more of these cards because these special assignment cards are worth extra points at the end of the game. So, oops, looks like this was after wages. Okay, it's time to do this. This will be a performance card. They've got at least one level 36, so it's going to be in the ready position. Here's theater, and then a special theater assignment. We've got one of those. And downtown and market row. All right, I'm going first. So I can pick the theater that I want, and I'm going to send my manager. I'm going to go here to Sunday, so I get to perform first as well, and I'm not going to have this, or I'm going to Thursday. I'm not going to have this yield modifier, so that's great. So I get 1, 2, 3 action points, and I'm going to use this special ability. So with my 3 action points, boy, that's more than I need. Maybe I should have sent the apprentice to the workshop instead. Maybe I messed that up. Because now I can set up 1, 2, 3. So she's only going to need to set up 1. That's kind of a waste. Whoops, wasn't thinking on that one. Well, here we are anyway. I'm going to put the heart on each of those. I think I'd rather perform this one myself. I don't know if I'll have the option though. But yeah, I'll put this here, which gets me a link. Oh, those don't link. Never mind. Let's try that again. I can go here. No, not like that. How about with this one? Probably the same issue, just the opposite side. I could do not that. How can I get myself some bonuses? Oh, I can do this. This one is a spiritual type, so that's in the circle. Then I'll put this one on the other side, and it's an optical, which is in the bottom circle, so I get a link bonus. But let me place that one first and place that one second. So I get the link bonus, which is going to be, because I placed this second, that'll be worth 3. 1, 2, 3. And I will take a shard. Okay. And now this will be placed on this card somewhere. And again, that is the spiritual type. Can I get a link bonus anywhere? That doesn't look like, oh yeah, I could. I can get one there. Place that in there. There's a link bonus. That's another 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that was a pretty good turn. Now we go to the air, and what is contested? Only the theater. So they're going to go to the theater with this one. Take this spot. They've got 2 action points, so they're going to set up 2 tricks, and they're going to do this one twice with a preference for this card for the first one. What type of trick is that? Optical. Can they get a bonus? Not there. Not like that. No, because that's not optical. They cannot. So since they can't get a bonus, they're just going to put it in the top left. And then they're going to place this one. They can't put it there because they already have one, so they're going to prefer this one. Again, this is optical, and they can get a link bonus here. So that gets them 3 fame. 1, 2, 3 for the level 3 trick. Now it's back to me. I forgot this time though. I was going to use this ability to swap position of any of the 2. This won't affect where they just place their tricks. Of any 2 performances. I'm just going to swap these 2. I don't want either of them to fall off. Not that it really matters for me, but so it really doesn't affect anything, but because I swapped them, I gain 3 coins for that, and that'll get me a point later. All right, now it's my turn. I'm going to place my manager backstage. I've got 2 action points. I could place 2 tricks. I've just got this one to place. Oh, I guess, yeah, I'm just going to place the 2 tricks. I could move a trick, but there's nothing to move. Doesn't make any sense. So this is, again, an optical trick, and I'm going over here. And do I have any way to get a link bonus out of that? Not like that, not like that, and not like that. No, I'm not going to get a link bonus, so I'll just put it, I'll put it here. That's fine. And that's my turn. Back to here. Theater's no longer contended, but nothing's contested. So they're just going to keep going with the theater with this one. Oh, what am I doing? Go here. I'm losing my mind. And so they've got 1 extra point, 1, 2, 3 points. They're going to place 3 tricks. That's valuable. 1, 2, 3. and they're going to prefer this one first. That's got the most of their tricks, and the heart is the more valuable trick, and it could go there. That is a escape type, and they can get a link bonus. So they get a link bonus there. That is a level 2 trick. So that's 2 fame, 1, 2. 2 of these diamonds. One of them is going to go here, and that is what? That is optical. Can they get a link bonus? I don't think so. No. Oh, yes, they can, like this. Get a link bonus across. That is a level 1 trick, so that's 1 fame. Well, let me back this up. 1, 2, 3 fame. I think they can optimize a little bit better than that. I don't know if I'm doing this in the right order, but the heart, let's say they did that first, and that gives them 1 fame. The heart is, this is a level 2. What is it? Oh, yeah, it's this type. The chain. They can go here. What am I going to do? I had it in my head. This one is optical. It can go. Can't go that way. It can go like that. Yeah, like this. Doesn't get a link bonus, but this one goes here and gets 2 link bonuses. So that is 3 each. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Then they can still place the diamond over there, which is optical, and that does not gain a link bonus, I guess. But they get more of their stuff altogether. I think that was better. Hard to tell. Hopefully I did that right. Back to me. I think now I'm going to go to the dark alley. I've got 1, 2, 3 action points to spend, and so I'm just going to spend 1 here and 2 here to get 2 more cards. Doesn't really matter what type. So I'm going to take the top one, and then I'll take the top one, just because these will be points later. Okay, now we go back over here. They prioritize the theater, but it's just the magician left, so they're going to go downtown next with this apprentice. They've got 3 action points, and they're actually going to get a trick. They're going to get another level 3 trick, and they're going to get it from this escape type. So those are these. There are 4 of those left. I don't know that they'll get any of these out, though. I don't know if that makes a lot of sense. I think they'll still get some sort of flat bonus, though, for the level 3 trick. So they've got Assistance Revenge, and that is worth 6 fame and 6 coins. So this is going to go away. And it doesn't have any markers out there, so we don't have to worry about that. But this will slide down, this will slide down, this will slide down, and this will be their top priority trick. It gets set up with 1 marker on it. And what does that require? Mirrors, saws, and glass. They've already got mirrors and glass, so we need a saw. It's quite the shopping list. Seems irresponsible. They're performing a lot of tricks with stuff they haven't bought, but oh well. So back to me. All I'm doing is placing my magician right here. Back to the air. They're going to market row. They've got 3 action points. First, what's available? Metal, wood, ropes, and animals. So these 2 go away. And then they're randomly going to order. They've got 1, 2, 3 action points. They're going to order 3 of these. So we're going to take all 5 into hand, and it'll just be the first 3 that I drop. 1, wasn't ready to drop it, but okay. 2, and 3, those 3. And then they don't actually spend those, so they still keep it in their shopping list until they're able to buy it. So this is their shopping list, looks the same. But that way they're ordering in stuff that would theoretically take out some of the stuff that I might want. Kind of an irrelevant action, but we're going to do it. I don't have any more workers left, so we go back here. It's just the magician. What am I doing? What am I doing over here? Okay, and that's it. All the workers are placed. All the characters are placed. So now we go to the performance phase. I'm performing first. I'm on Thursday, and there is no yield modifier. So I'm going to be doing the same two of my tricks either way. Oh no, and what did I do over here? How did I get two of their spades on the same card? That's not right. Well, sorry for that mistake. I don't know how to untangle it. So one of those spades should really be on this card. So I'll tell you what, this one has no link bonuses associated with it, so that won't affect much. I'll put it here, and they'll perform it at the end of the game. Oh man, I feel badly about that though. I could live with forgetting this mistake earlier, but that's a bigger mistake, and I wish I hadn't done that, but I don't know when it happened, so I'm just going to keep going. So from what's left, which one do I want to perform? Definitely this one. The link bonuses are way better. So let's see. I've got how many link bonuses here? We'll start here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's it. 4 link bonuses. So that gets me 4 fame. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the card itself gets me 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I perform all the tricks. I'll start with that heart. That is Metamorphosis. That is 10 fame, 77 to 87. And 4 coins. I'll just grab a 5 and take a 1. And next is the red heart. That is Wolf Cage. So that is 3 fame. 1, 2, 3, 3 coins, and 1 shard. Look at all those shards. That's out of control. Okay, next up, my diamond. That is 3 fame. 1, 2, 3, and 4 coins and a shard. So here's the shard for the 4 coins. Here's 5, 6, and I'll replace it with a 10. And then the red diamond is this one, card manipulation. I'm pretty far away from that. So that's 1 fame, 1 coin, and yet another shard. Then the spade, that is Stairs of Water. That's 5 fame, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 4 coins and 2 shards. So that's going to be 8 coins here, 2 more shards. All right, so those are all performed. And then who do I have backstage? I've got a manager and an assistant. So that's for me 2 fame and 3 coins. Great. That was my performance. We could clear that now. I'm just going to leave it. And then of the 2 left, they're certainly going to the air is going to perform this one. This one over here is really, 1 link bonus max, but this one's got 1 link bonus also. 2 link bonuses plus 2 fame. So that's going to be 4 fame. 1, 2, 3, 4 plus a shard. And let's perform the tricks. Red diamond, that is card manipulation. So another fame and 1 coin and shard. There we go. And then red spade, that is Stairs of Water, 5 fame. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 coins and 2 shards. Here's 2 shards. Give me 6 coins and the 10 and make it a 20. Okay. And then yellow heart. I get another 10 fame from 92 to 102. And 4 coins. Take a 1, grab a 5. And also a yellow diamond. So 3 more fame and 4 coins and a shard. I've got my 20 coiner there too. All right, so those are all essentially cleared. They don't get a backstage bonus. And now we'll do some of that end of phase stuff. So I've got to pay wages. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's why I kept a 5. We don't need to worry about return characters, orders arrive, move performance cards, remove posters, move turn counter, move prophecies, discard special assignments. Not worried about any of that. So we just go into end game scoring now. Oh, but during the pay wages, this is 20. So that's 10 and 10. That's 1, 2, 1, 2. They're at 91. So then at the end of the game, the air gets the yield of all of their tricks that were not performed. So there's still 1 more spade out there. So that's going to be Stairs of Water. And again, that is with the 1 fame, 1 coin penalty to the yield. So it's going to be 4 fame here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 3 coins. So it doesn't affect anything else. 2 more shards. All right. Oh, and I forgot again, man. The air performed 2 of my tricks. So that's 2 more fame there. I get 1 fame per shard, max 20. I think they might max out. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2. Yeah, they max out their shards. They've got over 20 shards. That's out of control. So they're at 97, so it's 107, 117. And what else? 2 fame per collected special assignment card. This one's gone and this one's gone, but they've got 3 in hand here, so that's another 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're at 123. And nothing for leftover coins. And then on easy mode, they get 5 fame per level 3 trick, and they've got 2 of those. So that's 10 fame. So go from 123 to 133. And on easy mode, no points for the extra workers over here. But at higher difficulties, they are worth some bonus points. So now I need to do my final scoring. I get 1 point per shard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I'm at 111, and then I've got 2 of these left over. That's 4 more points. That's 115. For me, every 3 coins left over is a fame, so there's 21, so that's going to be 7, and this last one won't do anything, so another 7, huh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm at 122. And finally, I score for these special bonuses on my level 3 tricks. It's just this one, another 1 point for every 3 coins, so another 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 129. And look, 1, 2, 3, 4. I've lost by exactly 4. So I don't know if I got all those, if I counted that correctly. I suspect I probably lost by 2, but at least it was kind of close. That score seems about right to me. So there you go. There is a solo playthrough of Trickerion against the air. I did make a couple of mistakes that I was aware of during gameplay. Who knows what I missed, and I might catch in post and might not. So if you see something, let me know down in the comments. But hopefully that was, 1, enjoyable to watch, and 2, still gave you a pretty good idea of how to run the solo mode for Trickerion. It is a difficult solo mode to run, I've got to say. The entire time I kept referencing this back page of all these little mini spreadsheets of what mode are you on and how many action points and what does that mean you do. So that is something you're going to need to have handy as you play. And that's on top of the fact that Trickerion is just a difficult game to play anyway. I really like it. It's not to say I don't enjoy Trickerion, I do, but it takes so much long-term planning. I mean, from even the time of setup, I'm flipping through this booklet and trying to figure out what my level 3 tricks are going to be, and I stuck to my plan pretty exactly. And there was a couple barriers in my way, but there's so much going on. It's a lot to keep track of and a lot of long-term planning. And in real time, this took close to 4 hours to play. So it's fun, but it is a lot. This game was inspired by the movie The Prestige, and I could have watched The Prestige twice in the time it took me to play it. So anyway, in the coming weeks, I will go through the different expansions, and I'll do solo playthroughs on each of those as well as rules videos. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss it. And I'll probably bumble my way through those a little bit too, but we'll get there together. So let me know what you think down in the comments. Don't forget to head over to my Ko-fi page. And besides rules errors, if you've got any strategy advice, I would surely take it. But that's what I've got this time. Thank you for watching Table for One. I still had a great time playing Trickerion. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time.